draft has concluded. The Philadelphia Eagles get some gems. They also set a record with 9 trades. That's the most in the NFL draft since day trading in the draft was allowed in 1990. I think the mindset was simple with this one, man. I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles really felt as though they were able to, catch some guys that were slipping, man. There was a lot of talent left on the board when the Philadelphia Eagles, were trading and things of that nature. It had me tight, I'm not going to lie, but I feel though, all in all, we're going to talk about the grades for each player. We're going to talk about how I felt the Philadelphia Eagles did. I think they did fantastic. But, let's get into it. But before we get into this video, I want you to go check out Mando. Check out Mando. Mando is out here keeping guys fresh for 24 hours, man. We got the deodorant, Mount Fiji, all of that good stuff. We got the deodorant wipes. Big Mando got you covered, man. The link for the codes and all of that stuff is in the description of this video. 12-hour freshness, man. Get on with Big Mando. So listen, let's get into it. So with the first pick, the Philadelphia Eagles picked Quinyon Mitchell. We talked about this. I'm going to give that a grade of an A, to be honest. I thought Quinyon Mitchell was the best corner in this draft. 4.3 speed. He got good size, good quickness, moves his feet and his hips really, really well. The only knock on him that people out here really trying to say is that he went to Toledo. And that don't really matter, man, because that wasn't the energy for Sauce, but we know how it happens when you become a Eagles draftee. Cooper DeJean, man, I'm going to also give that an A, man. I mean, we traded up to get him. Many analysts had DeJean as a first-round pick. The Eagles did as well. So we swung a deal with Washington, moved up from number 50 to 40 to get a versatile defensive back, not to mention an elite returner. I keep putting emphasis on that. You know what I mean? So that's 2 A's so far for me. Jalix Hunt. I don't know much about this guy. I'm not going to say it like I do. I don't know why other people are as well. I thought that this was a reach. You know what I mean? The potential is there from what I'm reading, but they're saying even if Hunt lives up to the vast potential, we're looking 2 to 3 years down the line because of his relative newness to edge rusher and a small school pedigree. And that seems like too much of a risk for a third-round pick when the Eagles needed to address needs at wide receiver, O-line, and linebacker. I agree with that. I don't know why we reached right there. That's the dark spot on the draft for me, man. Reaching in the third round for a developmental player when you could have went out there and got Edgerrin Cooper, I believe, who was available in that spot. But, we're going to talk about that later, man. Will Shipley, I like Will Shipley, man. I felt like you needed a running back in this draft for sure. Will Shipley wasn't one of the guys on my radar. Not the biggest, not the fastest, but the vision is you can't front on the vision that Will Shipley runs with, man. I like the idea of drafting a running back. You know what I mean? You need depth behind Saquon Barkley and Kenneth Gainwell. At 4th round, not bad. I think Shipley ran for 827 yards last season, 244 yards receiving, but he did have a knee injury. I think it was in the Gator Bowl, but I don't really think that's really going to hinder us too much, man. Then we get Aeneas Smith, man. I'm not gonna lie, I like this one, man. I like the Aeneas Smith, man, out of Texas A&M, I believe. I'll give Will Shipley a B. I'll give Aeneas Smith like a B minus. I think we kind of waited too late to get a wide receiver. We was going to get one. We should have did it in the 3rd round. You know what I mean? You should have did a lot of things with that 3rd round pick. But I don't think he's like a solid number 3 guy, a guy that you could bank on getting some reps if Smitty was out or if AJ was out on the outside. He's a guy in the slot, man. You know what I mean? Kellen Moore knows how to use those guys. He had 795 yards last season. Like I said, projects as a slot receiver. He also can return kicks and punts, so you get some versatility there, man. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., man, that was the next pick for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm gonna give that one an A. I feel like that you pleased the fans with that pick. You gave the fans the name that they wanted. His father played for the Philadelphia Eagles, was drafted for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's true, man. Trotter got the pedigree, man. His father was a dog. He started at linebacker for the Eagles 2 decades ago. He's a different kind of linebacker from his dad, though, man. Trotter Jr. is more of a modern-day sideline to sideline linebacker, something the Eagles need, man. You know what I mean? Since Devin White is signed to a one-year deal, Trotter is expected to go in round 3 or 4, so getting him in round 5 could be a steal. I ain't mad at that. Trevor Keegan, I think that this might be one of the steals of the draft, actually. You know what I mean? To get him where we got him at, man. Michigan guy, started 36 games over the last 3 seasons, including all 15 last at left guard for national champions. You know what I mean? Team captain, but he projects as a backup for some strange reason, which is why he lasted into the 6th. He's not considered athletic enough to be a starter, but I think that Stoutland University got something to say about that. Trust me. Johnny Wilson, man, I'm excited about this one, man. 6'6", 231 pounds. According to the draft analyst, he doesn't play to his size. He had 617 yards receiving last year and could possibly develop into a red zone receiver. I see somebody trying to get this guy to play a little bit of tight end, somewhat to what we did with Arcega-Whiteside, but I think that getting Arcega-Whiteside some tight end reps, I think that was, more of a pressing issue for the Philadelphia Eagles simply because we had high draft capital. We don't got that with Johnny Wilson, man. Either he going to pan out or he not. Dylan McMahon, I think it was a center, if I'm not mistaken. I think you needed a center in this draft at some point. They could be thrilled if he develops into something. Kelsey was a 6th round pick. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna write this guy off, but it's a tall order to fill, man. It's definitely a tall order to fill, but we obviously see something that I'm never going to knock the Philadelphia Eagles for picking an offensive lineman as long as Stoutland is in the building. We obviously see something there that's moldable, and I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to go after it. So, I got to get his draft. I got to get his grade. I got to get his grade a low A. The only reason why it's not like an A+ for me is simply because the 3rd round pick. You know what I mean? Maybe that could prove me wrong, but, a 3rd round pick on a developmental piece don't seem like the smart front office that we got. That seemed like one of the newer guys, maybe a Fangio or somebody on the defensive staff was really, really vouching for this kid. But he was one of the most enthused when how we called him, man. He answered the phone. He said, "What's up, Big Pimpin'?" You know what I mean? Put a smile on Howie's face. And he said, "Send me the playbook ASAP." So we going to see, man. But you know what I mean? Let me know what y'all grades are for the draft. Drop them in the comments. You already know that. Also, go to Big Print Champs. Use code NFL. I think it's draft 2020. No, NFL draft. Use code NFL draft. The Ski Man Howie tees. All that stuff is on sale right now. Draft weekend. Make sure you tap in. You know the vibes. And stream Got Some on all streaming platforms. Myself, D'Angelo Xavier. Thank y'all for all y'all support. All the birthday wishes. All of that stuff. Let's get it. I could talk about some money because I got some. Yeah. And I could talk about these guns because I shot some. You can't talk about real niggas because you're not one. You can't talk about us cause you're not them.
Hey yo, open your eyes, you see a real nigga. Most niggas faking be ducking, don't wanna deal with them. My finger pulling the trigger, gotta conceal with them. Hammer with pads, make a tackle on the field with them. Most people trying to might, but ain't like me. Now they getting mad in they feelings, they wanna fight me. But you don't want no problems like that, and that's a fact. If Lord got the Bernie motherfucker on the Mac. Baby girl, getting smarter every day, I'm sure. And a sister like a charm when she shine like a jewel. The pot is full, we dump shit. Niggas got the test.